What's up, Professor Mo? Hope you're having a good Mardi Gras break so far. First thing, I'm going to give you my claim, grounds, and warrant, and I'll warn you. Right now, I'm kind of working on the claim and the warrant. I feel like I have two things. I'm not sure which one would really work better as the claim, and which one would really work better as the warrant. So I'm going to read what I have for you real quick so you can hear it, and I'd love to get your feedback mainly on this. Um, yeah, here it goes. My claim right now is a toss-up between either psychedelic mushrooms make us human, or we should consume more psychedelic mushrooms. The grounds is the ingestion of mushrooms and other plants containing psilocybin and DMT is what led to the development of what is considered like the human mind and human culture. And then going on to the warrant, I feel either of those two things I just mentioned um, for a claim could kind of stand in its place. Going back to so once again, the warrant would be psychedelic mushrooms make us human, or we should consume more psychedelic mushrooms. Um, Now for my speech. Uh, Experimenting with drugs has been the greatest thing for the advancement of the human mind, civilization, and culture. That's right. Not only would we not be the highly evolved creatures we are today without psilocybin and DMT, but we might not even exist. You see, towards the end of the last ice age, our ancestors were living in rapidly changing environments, or rather, they started to change after the end of the last ice age, and our primate ancestors were living in these jungles in North Africa, and we started in these canopy laden forests, and just monkeys swinging from trees, and that started to give way more to grasslands, and so which is on the ground floor of the jungle, which is what led to um, our ancestors coming down out of the trees and eventually having to interact with each other. A lot of hunting and or rather a lot of gathering. And one thing that was gathered were mushrooms from cow dung, cow patties. There's proof that even today apes still look to cow dung, cow patties for nutrients and to look for other life forms there to try and feed off of or whatever. Um, but they would take this fungus that grows from cow dung, ingest it, and the amounts they ingested back then are very were a fraction compared to what you might find someone using recreationally today. But there were three pretty main effects of this. One is the indisputable fact that it increases visual acuity ingesting these chemicals. It improves vision, and that alone does a lot for culture. That gets people seeing, noticing, interacting with each other more. It also led to more sexuality among the primates. This led to a sense of community. It also led to orgies among the primates, which made it impossible for primates to really track like whose kid was theirs. So it created a sense of the children that emerged from these orgies weren't just one person's children, but rather our children. All the primates, and that really led to a sense of community. And lastly, there was an expanded perceptual awareness. Before these were just monkeys swinging from trees. And with these new chemicals, their brains were able to expand. And when the amounts of psilocybin and DMT ingested were enough to replicate the sort of high someone might experience today taking them, that led to some real serious stuff. That's when people started thinking and opening their minds, and or creatures started thinking and opening their minds, and it led to like questions and ideas. And it ultimately, this is a talk I could give for hours about, basic human evolution. It's something been debated forever, but this is what led to an artistic and creative way of thinking and approaching new things. And without all of this, really, we'd still kind of just be monkeys swinging from trees. This is what I have so far on this. It's a very obviously kind of tricky subject. There's lots of studies, lots of scientists I can quote and source and journals and stuff. But yeah, I'd love to get your feedback on what you think so far, what I need more, what I need less of. Also, just in terms of your own, whatever you like, you should check out Terrence McKenna. Real interesting. All right.